Hello and welcome back to Train Sim TV. We're back on the Southwestern Main Line and the Wessex Main Line route, which is Southampton to Bournemouth and Salisbury route today. It's been about 14 months since we last featured this upcoming project on our streams and YouTube channel, but today we finally have an update to show you all. Jack has been working hard in his spare time, any spare time that he's got, to get this route nearer towards the finishing line. And of course, Jack, as you will know, has been familiar with a lot of work, both with ourselves at on-track simulation, in getting the Cumbrian Coast route to the release line, which happened last year. He was involved in making those custom assets such as signage, station assets and all sorts, just to name a few. He's back on work with this route now. He's been working on it over the course of the year, and progress is good, it's steady. And today we're going to share some of this work with you. Now we are approaching where we left off on the last video, which is Mottisfont and Dunbridge, and we're going to continue towards Salisbury. So sit back and enjoy this video. If you've got any questions, please do ask in the comments below. Jack will of course be on hand to answer any of those queries that you may have, and of course I've got some notes to share with you all on top of that. So, get the formalities out of the way. I'm just going to pause for a second. So again, this is where we ended our video. It was somewhere, we called it this station, which is obviously Mottisfont and Dunbridge. And I think if I remember correctly, we were sat and perched on this crossing, and we watched the train disappear off into the distance. So today we're going to be back, and we are showing you further afield. We're going to 47 for today's working. The rail tour, I believe, going towards Dartmouth and steam railway over there. I think this originated at Poole. So we're going to get back in the cab here and give you a general look. So this is actually my first time driving it. I have had a little skim through the route. A couple of weeks ago, Jack did send me a build to get in, make sure everything was all right, and make sure there was nothing amiss. Nothing goes amiss, which is happy days. So we then went on to get the video together. So I rattled an idea up. It hasn't actually worked out in the idea I had. I've got a different idea, which obviously it'll be in this video, so you'll know what's going on. Already, the scenery quality, as per the previous versions of which I've seen in the last video, which you saw on the stream and obviously on here, is looking absolutely superb. Top quality up to now. Do an overview for a moment just to show you the extent of the work that Jack's been doing, which is definitely not shy on the detail. So on this section, I think about 3 miles or something like that, scenery continued onwards from Mottisfont and Dunbridge. Make sure there's no... Nope, we're alright. I thought we were going to have an AWS go off though. So, I'm going to pause for a second. Going to have a little look around here because there's a nice bit of detail going on. Some lovely scenes. Really nice. Very vibrant and colourful. Wow, look at this. Very nice. There's some really good screenshots here. Got cows grazing in the field, and you've got the trains going off in the distance over there. Very nice. Very nice. I've seen odd pictures that Jack's been sharing over the time, and that in our chat and stuff. He's been sending bits and pieces, has been progressing with this, and it's nice to finally get hold of a new version of it and actually have a drive of it. So I say last time I drove it was the last video, because we couldn't keep driving the section with only a little bit of cinema. I couldn't keep showing that same bit. So it's been a long time waiting, but definitely worth the wait already from what I can see here. Hope you guys will agree on this as well. Wondering, might even be already a potential thumbnail screenshot here because of that with the church. If I can get that right, it might be a very nice little thumbnail. Potential. So, just going to pause here for a moment. So, the notes I've got, I'm going to show you. So basically, the scenery is complete from Redbridge to Dean, and several miles around the Salisbury area are also complete. There is some gaps that still need filling in, which is between Dean and about 3.5 miles outside of Salisbury. So I think there's a 3.5. I think that what that means is a 3.5 mile gap. Oh no, There's a gap between Dean and 3.5 miles outside, so I'm right, okay, that makes sense. Scenery needs completing to the west of the station, along with the station model as well at Salisbury, so that isn't quite finished. We will be going through there, so just please do note that is still work in progress, as with the whole video, and we have got the work in progress banner up in the top corner. This route will be released as a payware product. I'm not going to disclose that information at the moment on where and what and how much. I don't know the prices. I know where, but at the moment I'm not going to pass that on until it's nearer the stages, and I'm a bit more comfortable to start giving that information, because I don't want to tread people's toes and all that sort of stuff, and that jazz. Route requirements, I'll give you those. If you've not seen the previous video, I'll put that on through. So off DCG, you need Southampton to Bournemouth, which is the base route for this, as this works off that and mods onto it. Settle Carlisle, the 5 Circle, and Cross City. Those are all the ones you'll need on that. So let's get ourselves moving again. Since as well, our last showing map on, so the route that we're focusing on is sort of from Southampton area. The route actually really continues from Redbridge. So even though Southampton would be sort of the terminus for these workings, this route actually continues from this area around about here. Just going to pause for a second. As well, you'll note that Jack has also added Southampton's Eastern Dock. So this is another little section here. He's not overly sure if there's going to be scenery on this yet on the release, but fingers crossed we might see something at some point. It'd be nice to see it for the release, in my opinion. So hopefully, it's not a massive section, but whether I don't know how complex it is around there in terms of scenery, but fingers crossed we'd see that. I don't think it. I mean, I'm not overly sure how much use that would actually see in terms of what I'm presuming. Trains may come in from their run around. I'm not overly sure on how the operation really works. To be fair, I'm gonna work out if there's a run round or not. Which I can see a little loop up here, so I'm not overly sure if they cross over or not. But either way, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. It's well then. It's in a bit of an awkward area on the route, so I'm not overly sure. As I say, if it would actually see trains come down this end of the route into there, whether they come in that way or go a different way around. We'll go back into the external just so you can see the view of the villages around here going on. There's plenty of detail, isn't there? Let's have a quick look over here. You've got stuff like road signage. There's all sorts going on. It's very nice. Also garden detail. Look at it. I like how the fields have been painted. They're really nice. It works well. Breaks up one colour as well, so you've got 2 in there, but yeah, I say it breaks up just having block colours. Looks like there was an old yard here. Lots of it. I'm not really sure what this is called. What I should do is actually get my the trusty rail atlas out. Let me get my rail atlas out, work out what this place is, because rather than me guessing, and I know Jack's actually told me about this area once before. I can't remember for the life of me what it was. Now I need to go to page 9, I think. So page 9, yep, that's the one. Ah, right. So this was East Grimstead. In brackets, Dean Immeries. It's now disused. Obviously, as you can tell, it's definitely disused because there's only a stubborn track with a signal. and the track isn't connected, but there's still a signal there. That's really weird. I wonder if the signal's actually connected and lit up in real life. Really weird if it is. I think that's actually all I need on this map. So I'll just leave that because I don't think I'm going to need it later on, because I know for a fact that the junctions have signage on them. Very nice. FPS is absolutely spot on. The cab, you're getting a good 65 currently. Minimal tail stutter, which has to be expected. You get a bit of tail stutter, but it's nothing that to worry about really. Little body crossing detail going on there. Very nice. Plenty of detail going on. That was even a sign, look. Dean Hill. It's Dean Hill Crossing. I like this sort of stuff. Oh, it's if you notice in there, if you can pick that up on the video, you can see it's got an AHB. Whether that was a sticker or like a logo, I don't quite know. I assume it was a sticker. It maybe been peeled off. That's cool. Nice little bit of detail. Liking it. Very nice. But yeah, liking that level crossing with all the road markings and stuff over it. It's quite cool. I know these will be done with a decal because you can tell it goes over the rails, but I don't see no issues with that at all. That looks absolutely bang on. I like it. Makes for a nice screenshot, doesn't it? Very cool. So let's move on. So I'm not overly flying around here because I want to keep up and I want to show you the stuff that's going on. Oh wow, he's done the swimming pool. Cool. I've never seen someone make a makeshift swimming pool like a texture box before. That's brilliant. They've got a lot of conservatories as well. Someone does like a conservatory around here. Especially to have about 4 or 5 and board them. Now, there is a MOD base just located where my mouse is running. I'm not overly sure what this is called off the top of my head. But there is an MOD base which Jack's modelled in here. Remember him showing me. It is MOD though. So they've got these bunkers under the ground. Go all on the hillside. You'll know in the comments. Shout it out in the comments for me because I cannot remember off the top of my head this moment in time. I'd have to go and have a look on the maps otherwise, and I don't really want to open up Google Earth whilst I'm doing the video. So, but that is in there. I'm not overly sure how he's done this. Whether he's done it as like one separate asset, and then he's just placed them in like one by one, and then put the terrain around it. I'm presuming that's what's because they do look literally the same. Without going into any to select, I don't really know, but I think that's the way it's been done. Unless I've been totally wrong here, because you can see slightly different angles, so maybe they are all one model. Who knows? But they go for miles. And there's one more different one here. Look, they've a different front on it, a different door. So the all storage areas. These, I'm presuming, for the MOD. That one's filled in. Whether that's intentional, I don't quite know. But yeah, that's really cool. Something different, isn't it? Right, I've lost my train now. It's over there. It's just in there. It's just over there. Look. There's no river. Just try to take it all in. Yeah, there's another. The potential for a screenshot there. I have just noticed something. I'm going to poke it out on the video here. There's a cliff on the terrain demo. I know Jack will watch it. I'm sure he'll sort that out. Dover's a bit closer than what I thought. And it's not a dig, because I do that wherever I see terrain drop. So, just make it noted. What's that? Treatment plant. Currently Dean Station now, so what we're going to do, we'll end up pausing here. So I'll show you around, and we'll cut fade into another scene further up the route. So that looks like a timber yard to me. If that's not a timber yard, then I don't have a clue what it is. Just cranes and stuff. Cool. Nice. There's no custom assets been made for these, and it's just been done with what's available. That looks really cool. It's very passable. That I like it. Nice. Making use of what you've got to make cool scenes like that. I like it. There's an antenna up there. Look. Some radio mast. Either maybe for televisions or mobile. I don't quite know what that's for, but could be one or the other. I know we've got like near us there's maybe like a television mast up near Bolton, which covers all of our area in Lancashire, so it could be the same sort of style of thing there. Jack will know probably, and I'm sure he'll put in the comments of what that is. So this is Dean Station. So this is, I think, the last station before Salisbury. I'll just double check this. It is. So yeah, this is the last station before Salisbury. This wasn't obviously on the last build. This has only recently been made. I probably would say about maybe 3 weeks ago, maybe something like that. This was made, maybe a little bit more. This got put to the route, and if you watch my streams, streams and TV, of course, on Twitch, you'll have seen that Jack posted some images of this station in its work in progress state just before texturing, and I think the day after, he literally textured it all, and it was done. Like bits. I'm not really sure if they're new or they're DTG ones. I'm not quite sure on that. I like a good bin asset NTS. So as you can see, distant up here, this is where the gap begins. So we're not going to go up there in drive. I'll put through. Loads of traffic cones. They like traffic cones. Is that school maybe? I don't know. There's a school there. There's definitely a school around here somewhere. Lovely. Very nice. It's just right. It's not over the top. The details just right. There's a good happy medium, which it's easy to see, and it packs a punch of loads of detail, but not going stupid. Pavement work, cool. I love these crossings, like the fence details and stuff that's been put into them. Very nice. The station as well. Poster work and bits and pieces going on there. Spotted a cool stop marker there off the bracket, off the lamp. Just see if there's anything else on the spot. Very nice. Couple little texture issue, but I'm not sure if there's a shadow. Looks like a shadow mapping issue possibly through there. I'm not really trying to do this as a bug test. I've just clocked it or something because I've not properly looked at this yet, so I'm not doing it at the same time as doing the video. With all this detail, nice. So what we'll do, we'll let the train go through. Crossing barriers can go up, and then we'll fade through to the next scene. I'll be back in a moment. And you join me on the other side of the gap. So we're just approaching like into the outskirts of Salisbury, about 3.8 miles away. So there's still a good amount of scenery to get to Salisbury Station. It's just the gap, mainly, as you say. It's from Dean to, I'm just sure where I am now. So I'm here on the map. So here to here. So there's just this section here that's got the gap. A little bit, I think it's on this side. There's a small bit of scenery to finish off here, I believe, as well. I think everything is in on this section. I think the tunnel and stuff, I think everything is there for what is needed. Yeah, so we've got this run into the station. Now, the other thing that was waiting on was the cathedral asset. I think that's actually just coming to view. It's over there. On the run up. I'm instructed not to go too close to it because it's an asset that's been made obviously for distant track, so it's not like high poly up to the eyeballs of detail. It's been done to be made as a distant asset, but it's there. You can just about see it. So that's literally just been done as well. So that's what we're waiting for before doing this video. So you can see obviously where the scene was sort of like it's beginning again. Oh, that's loud. So, literally on the outskirts. Just loading in now. So there we go. So the area's just loaded up. Slow it down because we're coming up to I think it's Tunnel Junction. I'll get this right. I've got my map somewhere around here. So you've got Tunnel Junction, which is A and B. So B is Laverstock Junction South. Tunnel junction's at the end of the junction as we go around the curve. Get that right. Hopefully I got that right. It's what it looks like on my map anyway. I'm going to give it a little pause. Let's have a look around here. There's a lot of work going on here. All this is all been worked on over the last few months this year. Oh, no one's seen this yet. I don't know if Jack shared this anywhere else at all. But this is obviously the first time it's been shown on this stream, this section as well, as we didn't cover this on the last one. None of this was existent at all. It was just tracked last time. So plenty of detail, and as you get to the edges, asset blocks. That's all you need to do, and it gives you that sense of a built-up area. They've been worked in really nicely then. Loads of detail. You got fields and grass in the fields as well, which gives it a bit of depth. All the embankments have got grass on them as well, which is nice. Rather than just being left plain. There's tube fencing up the side as well. Oh, and this as well. Scaffolding going on here. Lots of industry coming into Salisbury. Probably, I assume maybe some supermarkets or retail areas as well. But everywhere's got a little bit of detail going on. It sort of reminds me as well of a DTG route. As of more recent times, the amount they put a lot of effort into the clutter in the areas nearby the track. Well, not like in the past they didn't go to as much detail, but they seem to these days put a lot more in there. So this is sort of following them footsteps, I think, as well. How did that used to go off there? Maybe, I don't know. Is it just an access point? I think it's probably just access, but that's in there as well. Track workers van there. These as well, we've got green aided restaurants. There's a mod, I think, in there for these. These are new. I don't think I've seen these anywhere before. I'm not sure if they've been reskinned or do a new model. I'm sure there's some weird bit of a dodgy texture going on there, but they look cool. Nice to see some green ones. We'll slow down. It's coming a little bit faster, guys. We'll slow it right down here just so we can see everything that's going on. It takes a sharp turn to the right, comes up to the junction, and we're going to then turn left and go into the station area, right towards the station. I can look at this. Very nice. So we continue up here, then the junction is somewhere over there. I'm just going to take a little look around just to show you. Maybe something I may suggest is like moving the 3D trees away from the road because they're all clipping. Maybe a bit more so from the near side of the track. Maybe it's not so bad further up, but it's just you can see that there. That's in this asset before. I presume it's a DTG one. Just sitting there, just watch the train go by. Yellow ramp. So is that just like the only one green ramp there is, maybe? Who knows? See the cathedral just poking up over the top of the buildings over there. It's over there. So if I've got my information right, from my reliable source of a book, it is South Junction. There we go. Lacking the dirty marks at the edges there. Nice bit of weathering going on. I'm loving the fact there's a sticker missing as well. One of the letters are missing. Laverstock South End. So I believe if you was to continue north from here, that will take you towards Warminster and then on to Westbury. Now, I'm not overly sure if Jack ever aims to go that way with the route. He's never confirmed it. He's just said he's not overly sure. So, again, it may not happen, unfortunately. But obviously, Jack's aim was to do this. This was the route he aimed. We can always hope and dream. This is Salisbury Tunnel Junction. Concrete hut there. Good. Yeah, if you can see up there, just the end of the route there. Keeping cab for a minute. Bypass road here. Very well filled out though. There's a lot of scenery and lots of detail in here. Have I just dropped an emergency brake on that? That's weird. Unless it was a TP. Oh, it might have been a TPWS ramp actually. There's a ramp down there. Oh, this is going to be a nightmare now, isn't it? Trying to get this thing to get going again. Now, if I remember correctly, you get the key out. He hopes, anyway. I can't quite remember what you actually have to do to get this thing moving again. I'm not sure if you have to take the key out and then take this. Try that. That might have been. Maybe not. Right, well, how about what we'll do? We'll just ditch that there. And we'll just go for a little fly through to the Salisbury area. Because I can't remember for the life of me how to get that train moving again, annoyingly. It stopped at red anyway. That's good. Right, so yeah, this is the approach to the station area. So you've got some walkway stuff going on here. Takes you up to the station. Please note, obviously, the station, again, it's not finished yet. So the station model itself is still work in progress. The platforms are in, and some of the retaining walls and the subway stuff's in, but the building stuff itself isn't there yet. There's still textures to be worked on, so don't look too much into this yet. That'll feature later on down the line. You've got the depot area as well, which is really nicely replicated. I remember Jack showing the picture of this when he finished working on it. I love this detail. There's some cool signage somewhere as well. I can't quite remember where that is. Maybe. Ah, yeah, there we are. Salisbury train care depot, South Western Railway. It's looking very nice. Oh, there's another sign in. There we go. So you can see over there as well, there's still some stuff to finish off, but as you can see, it's definitely shaping up into a fantastic little route for you to run your diesel units and stuff on. It has freight potential, and there's obviously rail tours you've seen as well. So it's got a lot of potential in it. And again, another gap filled in the TS route jigsaw, so to speak. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it there, because otherwise I'll just go around in circles rambling on. But yeah, I can't drive 47s. I think, to be quite fair, I have gone over a ramp somewhere. I'm just going to quick look under the track and where is it there? Nope, there's a ramp somewhere. I'm not sure if it's a TWS grid. Might have caused me to put brakes on. Let's have a look. Ah, so there's a ramp there. Potentially that might have been an yeah, maybe could have been an overspeeding one. That I'm not too sure. If that's the case, then bad Tom. Never mind. Anyway, so I'm going to leave it on that. So again, it's coming on nicely, and fingers crossed, maybe the third video we do, it might be the finished piece, so we can do an end-to-end run, stopping at all stations and seeing all of it in its full glory without a gap. Again, massive thanks to Jack for allowing us to do a little preview video of what's been going on. It's looking fantastic. Any questions, please do pop them in the comments below. I'm pretty sure Jack will be at hand to answer anything that you may want to know. Don't forget you can catch on Twitch at twitch.tv as well on Fridays and Sundays from usually 8:30 in the evening. Extra streams do sometimes happen, of course, but do keep an eye out on Facebook for those. On that note, I'm going to leave it there. Have a good one, guys. Take care, and see you very soon on the next video. Bye for now.